Hello and welcome to Full Throttle. This weekend we're back at Brands Hatch for the second time this season in the British Truck Racing Championship, but this is the big one. It's the final round, 5 races across 2 days. You got Ryan Smith, the 5-time reigning champion, 4 points behind the ever consistent David Jenkins, and Martin Gibson makes a trio of racers all up for Division 1. In Division 2, Craig Reed, almost an insurmountable lead in Division 2, so he is nailed on pretty much to take that championship title. It is going to be absolutely electric on the track. We've got fireworks tomorrow night. There could be fireworks over the next 5 races. Don't go anywhere. Over to Dave Goddard.
Ready for our first race of the day then, here at Brands Hatch for the British Truck Racing Championships final weekend of the year. Ryan Smith and Stuart Oliver on the front row, but Martin Gibson with problems. He's pulled into the pit lane already. David Jenkins on the second row alongside John Newell. Jock Borthwick and Adam Binns head up Division 2, where Craig Reed and Stephen Powell will be fighting for the championship. It is time to go racing here at Brands Hatch. Revs beginning to rise. The pace truck is in pit lane. Ryan Smith and Stuart Oliver lead them up towards the red lights. When they go out, the power will come on and we will be ready to rumble here on the Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. The lights go out and away we go. Good start by Ryan Smith down towards Paddock Hill Bend for the first time. Stuart Oliver slots in behind. Good start by John Newell in the blue, number 18 on the outside, but David Jenkins holds the inside line. Division 1 have got round okay. The flag waves to start Division 2. Jock Borthwick, the Scotsman, leads the way. Good start by Craig Reed, the championship leader on the inside in truck number 68. They make it round Paddock Hill Bend. Everybody's got round okay for the first time. Simon Faulkner, our newcomer, at the back in number 92. Down towards Graham Hill Bend for the first time come our leaders. Ryan Smith from a sideways Stuart Oliver. Division 2 barrel their way through Druids Hill Bend, the 180-degree right-hander. Everybody's round okay so far on this first lap. David Jenkins in third place, Newell fourth. Tom O'Rourke's got away well. He's up in the fifth. Stuart Oliver gets a wheel onto the grass there on the inside of Surtees corner. They head into McLaren, then the long right-hander at Clearways, into the final corner at Clark Curve, back onto the Sir Jack Brabham straights to complete the opening lap. And it is Ryan Smith with a clear lead. Jock Borthwick leads Division 2 from Bints. Simon Cole in the pink Team Hard supported Mercedes is up to third, and a great start by Stephen Powell. He's got ahead of Craig Reed. That's a great start by Powell. Then we've got Tony Smith. Next is Willem Bredick, the Dutchman, and Brad Smith's going well too in the number 16. He's had a lot of mechanical problems with his Dutch-built DAF this year. David Jenkins on the tail of Stuart Oliver for second place. Newell fourth, O'Rourke fifth, Taylor's up to sixth. Bradley Smith, the young gun, is seventh. Steve Thomas is eighth. Bit of smoke there from Simon Faulkner at the back of the field, and David Jenkins is not hanging about. He's pushing Stuart Oliver. He wants to get up with Ryan Smith to continue the fight for the championship. He wants Stuart Oliver out of his way. Oliver down in 6th place in the points. Stuart Oliver, 10 times a British and 1-time European champion, will not give way easily. This is good racing, and look at the way Ryan Smith's going. He's checked out in front in the Mercedes. Volvo in 2nd place of Stuart Oliver. 3rd place is David Jenkins. 4th, John Newell. And Adam Bints, and we've got a red flag. The red flag has come out. We've lost somebody somewhere. Now, what has happened? We'll wait and find out. We must have lost somebody somewhere around that second lap. I haven't seen any incidents. Oh, there's the problem. Shane Brereton's in the gravel. Now that, I think, is on the run-up towards Druids. Well, he got in the race as a reserve when a couple of trucks didn't take the start. Yes, he's gone off on the exit of paddock through the gravel there and is up against the barrier on the run-up Halewood Rise into Druids Hill Bend. So the red flag comes out. That truck will be recovered, and then we will have to restart. Now the MAN is moving off. Now, is he going to join the grid, or is he going back to the paddock? Let's see. Here he comes, and he is heading to the grid. So we've got our 3 championship contenders in Division 1 out there. Now, I would imagine, is he going to take his place alongside Bradley Smith there? Yes, the marshal signalling him into place, so Martin Gibson Talk about a last-minute job, is going to take his place. Well done to the Team Oliver mechanics. Ready for a second attempt with truck race number 1 of the weekend here at Brands Hatch for the British Truck Racing Championships title decider. Ryan Smith and Stuart Oliver on the front row of the grid for Division 1. David Jenkins, John Newell and Martin Gibson next up. Jock Borthwick and Adam Bint head up Division 2 further back with title contenders Craig Reed and Stephen Powell 3rd and 7th on their grid. This will be a 10-minute race. Race truck into pit lane. Ryan Smith in the Mercedes Actros looking to make the break from pole position once again, just as he did on the first start before the red flags came out for Shane Brereton going off at Paddock Hill Bend, waiting for the red lights to go out, and here we go. Down towards Paddock Hill Bend they go once again. Great start once more by Ryan Smith. David Jenkins having a look up the inside of Stuart Oliver. Side by side for 4th place. A little bit of rubbing there between John Newell and Martin Gibson there. They'll be side by side into Druids. It's Ryan Smith who leads the way. Division 2 are underway. Jock Borthwick will lead them off. A fair bit of steam and smoke from Simon Cole there as he gets underway. They're all round Paddock Hill Bend by the look of it okay for the first time. Simon Faulkner at the back in the number 92. It's Jock Borthwick who leads Division 2 ahead of Adam Bint, Craig Reed and Simon Cole. There's Stephen Powell looking to catch Craig Reed side by side with Tony Smith in the number 45. Leaders come through Surtees and McLaren. It's Ryan Smith already starting to make the break once again, almost a carbon copy of the first running in Division 1. There's Steve Thomas, the man from Birmingham, in the number 33 MAN. It's Ryan Smith who will lead over the line for the first time. Second place, it is Stuart Oliver. Third for David Jenkins as they head over the line. Looks like everybody's round okay on the first lap in Division 1. Ryan Smith with a clear lead. Leads by 1.4 seconds at the end of lap number 1 at the moment. Just waiting for the timing screen to sort itself out. To head over the line then. Your leader there is Jock Borthwick ahead of Adam Bint. Craig Reed having a go up on the outside. Oh, he's lost some bodywork there, Craig Reed. There's been a bit of contact possibly in there somewhere. Simon Cole behind him, then Stephen Powell, Tony Smith, Craig Evans, Willem Bredick, Brad Smith, number 16, and Simon Faulkner right at the back and sideways there. Adam Bint, always a flamboyant racer in that classic Volvo white. Here comes Craig Reed. This will allow him to challenge. That loss of momentum for Adam Bint, allowing Craig Reed, the man from Stoke, to have a look up the inside. No, you don't, says Adam Bint. Takes the line for McLaren and into Clearways. Side panel missing off Craig Reed's number 68 Iveco. Now he goes to the inside. There's contact with Adam Bint. Bint goes sideways. Craig Reed gets through on the inside up into second place, and the Mercedes of Simon Cole is going to try and follow through into third place as well. He's got the inside for Paddock Hill Bend, and he'll go through into third place in Division 2. Newell under fire now from Gibson. He wants to get up with his fellow championship contenders. Martin Gibson goes out a bit wide though at Clearways there. 33 of Steve Thomas, comeback man this year, on his tail. He's going to have a look as they go down towards Paddock Hill Bend this time. Just under 7 minutes of this race to go. Side by side behind as well between a couple of the MANs. Gibson holds that 5th position. David Jenkins has got away from Stuart Oliver meanwhile into second place. So it's Smith from Jenkins. Looking at their lap times, Smith still lapping a couple of seconds quicker than David Jenkins, but now Jenkins has escaped from Stuart Oliver. He can go after Ryan Smith at the front of the field. Oliver in the Volvo in third, then it's John Newell. He's going for third down Cooper Straight towards Surtees. He goes straight through. John Newell up into third position overall and in Division 1. Stuart Oliver's got a problem, I think. He's dropping back. He's gone behind Gibson and Steve Thomas as well. So I think Stuart Oliver's in trouble with the number 7 truck. That's a great shame for the 10 times champion. Is he heading for the pits here, I wonder? Well, that's John Newell up into third place now, chased by Martin Gibson. This will help Gibson in the number 11. The lead is over 5 seconds now for Ryan Smith, and Stuart Oliver, as I expected, has pulled into the pit lane. There's David Jenkins on his own in second place now. His gap over John Newell is nearly 5 seconds, then Gibson, Thomas and O'Rourke. Over the line he goes. See what lead he's got here over David Jenkins. You can see it visually there. 5.9 seconds is the lead gap. Now here comes the train for third place. John Newell, Martin Gibson and Steve Thomas, who's running well in the number 33. Over the line they come. Gibson half a second behind John Newell. The next group headed by Tom O'Rourke, but it's Mark Taylor and Bradley Smith. Rounds out the 8 runners to the front in Division 1. Of course, got Simon Faulkner at the tail of the field, just learning his craft, only his second truck race meeting. Martin Gibson a little bit sideways there, coming out of Druids, and he's under pressure now from Steve Thomas. This is the last thing that Martin Gibson wants. He wants to be up there with the 2 at the front, fighting for the championship. Still leading Division 2 is Jock Borthwick in number 32, ahead of Craig Reed, but by less than half a second now. So it may not be long before Craig Reed is making a move for the Division 2 lead. Still the fight for third goes on between John Newell, Martin Gibson and Steve Thomas. Here's the leaders in Division 2. Borthwick from Reed. Simon Cole in the Mercedes still going well. We haven't seen too much of the Mercedes beast so far this year. He's up there in third. Stephen Powell only 4th in Division 2, so this is all playing into the hands of Craig Reed. Brad Smith is next, then Adam Bintz, Tony Smith, Craig Evans, Willem Bredick and Simon Faulkner, who's soon going to be lapped, such is the pace of Ryan Smith. Down the hill comes the battle for third in Division 1. Newell from Gibson and Thomas. It's a good run by John Newell, a brand new truck built for this year. Gibson, a relative newcomer to truck racing, races in the Fun Cup Endurance Championship as well. John Newell actually pulls away a little bit on this lap into third place. Here's a battle towards the back, and Ryan Smith has got to make his way through this lot, but there's only 40 seconds on the clock, so it should be checkered flag this time, such is the storming pace of the Mercedes Actros. Simon Faulkner ahead of him, and off goes Willem Bredick. The Dutchman slides onto the grass. He was lucky not to spin into the side of Ryan Smith there. I've heard of moving out of the way to let the leader through, but Willem Bredick took it to extremes there. Ryan Smith laps Simon Faulkner. Is it going to be checkered flag this time? I would think so. It's going to be a perfect start for Ryan Smith. He's going to take the win, and by the look of it, the fastest lap as well. He's in a 58.945 as the quickest lap of the race. Here he comes up to the line, and the challenge is on for the Division 2 lead. The checkered flag has come out. Ryan Smith has won it. So 15 points plus a point for fastest lap for Ryan Smith. We'll concentrate on Division 2 though. There are the leaders down the Cooper Straight. Is Jock Borthwick going to hang on? Craig Reed's all over the back of Jock Borthwick here. He's looking left and right. Here they come into Surtees and McLaren. Can Jock Borthwick hang on? Is Craig Reed going to snatch it as they come up towards the line? 2 races in 1 we've had here. Ryan Smith dominated Division 1. Who is going to take Division 2? Craig Reed's going to have to go up the outside. Jock Borthwick defending the inside line. He's going to hang on to take the win. He moves across, and Jock Borthwick wins Division 2 just ahead of Craig Reed by 0.26 of a second. Confirm the provisional results of that one then. First place for Ryan Smith, winning by 6 seconds ahead of David Jenkins, and it was John Newell who took third, some 7 seconds further back. Just behind him was Martin Gibson, not the best start to his weekend in terms of the championship. Steve Thomas a good 5th ahead of Tom O'Rourke, then Mark Taylor 7th, Bradley Smith a good 8th place. Then we got the Division 2, as 9th overall was Jock Borthwick, just holding off Craig Reed by 0.26 of a second to win Division 2. Simon Cole 3rd in that division, and Stephen Powell 4th. Brad Smith takes 5th in Division 2 ahead of Adam Bintz and Tony Smith. Outside the top 15 overall, we had Craig Evans and Simon Faulkner. Willem Bredick dropping to the back with that excursion at Graham Hill Bend on the last lap. Stuart Oliver dropped out, and of course we lost Shane Brereton on the first start into the gravel. Paul McCumsky, meanwhile, didn't take the start.
So down here in the Parc Fermé with the new lightweight Ryan Smith. Ryan, perfect start to your weekend, mate.
Perfect start, and you just get noises in your head thinking, does that clutch feel right? Engine sound all right? Is the disc going to crack? And it's just noises in your head that I've not been in that position, because normally I'm always leading into Brands Hatch, but it's different territory. The pace was good, 58.9. I think we was 1.2 or 1.3 faster than anyone. Shame Stewart had a problem. It would have been another point. But race one out of the way. Now I can relax. I can watch from the back, get round turn one, single file, and have a go. And just pray that everything with the truck and stuff, it's exciting.
Leading from the front makes it a little bit easier. You've now got to come through the pack, so I know it's more exciting for all of us watching. That must be brilliant for you, though, as a racing driver.
Well, for the first time in my life, it's not about winning the race. It's about trying to overtake Dave Jenkins.
Yep.
So wherever Dave goes, I'll be there. Sneaky feeling for the people watching at home, which may be good, is he'll try the defend for 15 minutes way, which probably is in his right to do. But it's going to be great fun to be involved in. It's going to be a little bit of frustration. There's going to be a little bit no touching. I want to be clean with him, but I'm going to be motivated.
I remember a race earlier in the season where Dave Jenkins played the defensive card, and you were a bit frustrated in Parc Fermé after the race.
To be fair to Dave, that interview at Donington wasn't correct on my behalf. He deserved that. He defended for 15 minutes, and he was perfect. So he deserved that. There was no malice with that. Let's see if he can do it here today, because I am going to try.
Now, we've just been stood by your truck. Looks like the brake discs are off at the moment. Is anything going on down there that you know of? I know you've just come from the steward's office.
No, not yet. I'm going to walk into it. But listen, for me, Arnie, I've got the best mechanic in the paddock. You know, we started together and we're still together. And, you know, if he's found something, he'll be working on it and we'll be out for race 2. And hopefully we're playing everything dead cautious, so we're putting new brakes on when we probably don't need to, and changing diesel filters after every race. It's exciting.
Ryan Smith, cautious, I don't believe it.
Well, it's a new me. But no, listen, exciting. I'll know a lot more after this race. Do I attack off the start? Do I wait till we get in single file?
Are you asking my advice?
No, I'm giving the options to the audience. I'm going to have to wait. Tomorrow, we'll be more aggressive on the start if we need the points. Right now, with the pace we have, I think we should get in single file, try and pick Dave Jenkins off, and do it one by one. So there's nothing more I can give you.
Ryan, congratulations. Martin Gibson, 4th in that one, but that does not tell the story of that race. Just talk us through your opening lap and what happened.
Well, we nearly missed the race anyway because we couldn't start the truck before the race. Thankfully, they waited for us. But when I went over there, I was stuck in low range, so I had a maximum speed of about 10 miles an hour. And then we had water system failed, electrical system failed. But the lads got the truck running and got it into high range and sent me out, and thank God they let me go back on the grid and get 4th. So very lucky result.
So in the end, 4th isn't a bad result considering what it could have been.
Yeah, exactly. I thought I was going to be sitting in the pits for the race, so 4th is brilliant.
And now, for those that have never been in that situation, and that is 99.99% of the population, when you are sat in the pit lane and you're still in your seat, your mechanics are behind you, are you just hoping and praying that they fix it? Are you communicating with them?
No, to be honest, I just leave them to it because I don't want to get in their way. They know what they're doing. I don't, because I'm just sat there, I can't see much, and I'm just waiting for them to tell me to start it and go. But they did let me get on the start line and then say, by the way, you've got no water for your brakes, so they're going to cook. So, okay, here we go.
And your teammate Stuart Oliver, he had an interesting end to his race. What's going on there?
I don't know, I haven't spoken to him. I couldn't see what happened. There was fluid on the floor, so whether he's had contact and something's broke or something's broken off his own truck. But no, he was going well, so that's a shame.
And in terms of your truck again, for race 2 today, everything all right? Have you got your water coolant working? Is the alternator working? The fuse has changed?
I'd like to be optimistic and say yes, but we've got a very short amount of time and a lot of jobs to do. But even if we got it out in the state it's in now and brought it home, let's see what we can do.
Getting ready for our second British Truck Racing Championship event of the weekend here at Brands Hatch. Mark Taylor and Tom O'Rourke in their MANs on the front row of the grid. Ryan Smith in the Mercedes from the 4th row with the reverse grid format in operation, looking to make it 2 wins out of 2. Shane Brereton just looking to get a racing lap in this time. Back in Division 2. The grid headed by Willem Bredick and Craig Evans. Craig Reed looking to potentially seal the title in this one if his rival Steve Powell hits trouble. This will be a 15-minute race. Here we go then, up towards the start-finish line, waiting for the red lights to go out. Power comes on and away they go. Down towards Paddock Bend for the first time. Decent start by David Jenkins, trying to get through the middle into Paddock Bend. Two white MANs that lead them off, and going straight on into the gravel. Steve Thomas, in the similarly coloured truck, as the Division 2 pack gets underway with Willem Bredick in the lead. Quite a bit of smoke and steam from one of those trucks. That is Stephen Powell, and somebody else going off at the back in there. That's Jock Borthwick, and he nearly hits Steve Thomas's truck. Oh dear, oh dear. Two trucks in the gravel at Paddock Bend. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a red flag, but the race goes on for now with out in front. Yes, the red flags are coming out. Ready for take two with race 2 of the weekend with the British Truck Racing Championship over a slightly reduced distance of 13 minutes. Martin Taylor and Tom O'Rourke on the front row, Division 1, where Ryan Smith looks for 2 wins out of 2. Willem Bredick and Craig Evans head Division 2. Craig Reed, just beaten by Jock Borthwick in the first race, will aim for victory this time. Coming round towards the red lights, and the pace truck pulls into pit lane, the Lenham Storage Mercedes. Will they all get round Paddock Hill Bend for the first time of asking this time? Take 2 with Truck Race 2 this weekend. Keeping it steady up towards the red lights. They go out and the race gets underway. Good start by Tom O'Rourke down the outside in the number 86. He's going to take the Division 1 lead, but Mark Taylor is there on the inside. Up on the grass there is Mark Taylor, so is John Newell. They've all made it round just about through Paddock Hill Bend. Oh, David Jenkins has gone wide over the gravel. Mind the tyres. He just clips the end of the tyre wall, but he's kept it going. Division 2 will be getting underway further back with Willem Bredick, the Dutchman, in the lead. They've all got round by the look of it as well up the hill into Druids. Craig Evans in second, Adam Bint on the outside line in third place, and there's Steve Thomas. He has been able to join in from the pit lane at the back. That's good to see. Tom O'Rourke, number 86, the man from southern Scotland, leads, losing one of his rear wheel arches there ahead of Mark Taylor, John Newell, and Ryan Smith up into fourth place. So Flying Ryan has made his usual fast start in the Merc up into fourth place. Shane Brereton challenging on the back of Martin Gibson there for fifth place. David Jenkins, after that mistake on the first corner, is behind them. That could lose him the championship lead here potentially. See how things transpire as the race goes on, but Ryan Smith is fired up here, having a go at John Newell for third place as they cross the line for the first time. Martin Gibson, his championship rival, right behind him, and Jenkins needs to get past Shane Brereton here in order to challenge them through the Big Dipper section. Down the drop through Paddock Bend up the inside of John Newell comes Ryan Smith. Oh, he's going to run wide on the exit. I thought he was going to go straight on there. Ryan just about gathers it up, but here comes Gibson. Gibson's got past both of them, and John Newell now leans on Shane Brereton. Well, Martin Gibson gains 3 places in there, and Jenkins into the side of somebody there. That was John Newell. I think he's muscled out wide onto the grass. Typical aggression from Dave Jenkins. He wants the championship, and Brereton's going to get through as well. John Newell, the big loser in all of that. So it is now O'Rourke and Taylor up front. Gibson is third. Smith is still fourth. Jenkins is now fifth. Then Brereton sixth. Newell's down to seventh and sliding all over the place. Look at the marks on the side of John Newell's truck. That's where he was shoved wide by David Jenkins through Graham Hill Bend. And now here comes Ryan Smith up onto the back of Martin Gibson. We'll pick up Division 2 in a moment. It's being led by Willem Bredick, the Dutchman. Down the roller coaster drop of Paddock Bend into the rise of Halewood Hill to Druids. Ryan Smith trying to go round the outside again. He so nearly went off into the gravel there last time through. That would have been a disastrous step for his championship hope. He's lost out to one of his championship rivals. Martin Gibson for how much longer up the inside into Graham Hill Bend. He's going through. Smith up into third place. Now with Jenkins 2 places back, this could leave them level on points depending on who gets fastest lap. And fastest lap at the moment though is with Gibson. There's the Division 2 group with Steve Thomas fighting his way through the middle of it, trying to get up with the Division 1 boys, chasing the mirror image liveried truck of Stephen Powell, number 3. Bredick leads Division 2 ahead of Adam Bint. Brad Smith up there in third, best we've seen him run this year. Then Craig Evans, Craig Reed is fifth, and sixth in Division 2 is Stephen Powell. So 5th and 6th for the two championship. No, 5th and 7th, sorry, because Tony Smith is in there in 6th. Howell only 7th in Division 2. Then Jock Borthwick and Simon Cole in the Mercedes Beast. Sadly not very beastly in this one, running wide through clearways there. Ryan Smith has caught our leaders. Gibson and Jenkins ride him, and Jenkins giving Gibson a tap there as they came out of Druids. Division 1 will be coming through Graham Hill Bend. Here they are, and Ryan Smith is ready to attack the two leaders, Tom O'Rourke and Mark Taylor. Jenkins all over the back, literally, of Martin Gibson. Smith up the inside there through into Surtees, but Mark Taylor holds him off. Mark Taylor, who started his career in truck racing as Ryan Smith's sponsor before taking up racing himself. Goes a little bit wide there through clearways. This is Smith's opportunity to take second place, and he won't need asking twice to go through the gap there. Side by side across the stripe. Still plenty of laps to go yet. Tom O'Rourke still leads. Got a couple of wins already this year. Through goes Smith into second at Paddock Bend. So O'Rourke from Smith now, and Gibson and Jenkins are coming through fast in 4th and 5th. They're closing on Tom O'Rourke. Mark Taylor, Taylor in 3rd place. They're closing on Taylor, I should say. It's Tom O'Rourke with the lead. I always get those two trucks mixed up, similarly liveried MANs. Honky's there. Smith to the inside coming out of Graham Hill Bend. He could take the lead here with a bit of luck into Surtees. No, he's not close enough. Jenkins having another go at Gibson. And behind them, Shane Brereton wants a piece of this too. He's a regular in the European Truck Racing Championship these days. He's having a go. Look at this at David Jenkins. Has a look on the inside, coming out of clearways into Clark Curve, past the pit entrance. Jenkins, remember, is the championship leader. Meanwhile, Ryan Smith up the inside. They're side by side over the line. Smith surely going to take the lead into Paddock Hill Bend. And Brereton's on the inside. He's going to take 5th from Jenkins as well. Oh, Mark Taylor out of shape. He tagged Tom O'Rourke. Smith had already gone through into the lead for the second time today. O'Rourke was tagged there by Taylor. They're still 2nd and 3rd. Martin Gibson will take 3rd position here coming into Druids. Yes, he's up into 3rd place. Jenkins has held off Brereton, and John Newell's getting back into this as well. Tom O'Rourke still holding 2nd here. This is allowing Ryan Smith to get away. Gibson can't get past him. Jenkins is 4th. We've got just over 4.5 minutes left as Gibson this time goes to the inside into Paddock Bend. There goes Ryan Smith. Gibson is through into 2nd place. Here comes David Jenkins going for 3rd on the inside at Druids, and he's going to go through. So the championship contenders now 1, 2 and 3. Not in the order David Jenkins would like. He's now going to attack Martin Gibson. The lead is nearly 6.5 seconds for Ryan Smith now. Oh, and sideways there, look at that. That was Mark Taylor. He was on full opposite lock coming into Graham Hill Bend there. Whether he got a push from John Newell, I didn't quite see. Behind them is Bradley Smith, and still 9th, and running ahead of the Division 2 boys is Simon Faulkner. He's learned quickly in his 2nd truck meeting in the Reed Truck Sport Iveco. Martin Gibson now in 2nd, Jenkins is 3rd. O'Rourke's lost 3 places because Brereton has come through as well. Craig Evans getting sideways there as well. I wonder if there's a bit of fluid down at Graham Hill Bend. And still, Craig Reed can't get past Adam Bint. Therefore, still leading Division 2 is Willem Brady by quite a handsome margin as well. They've got Steve Thomas in between 1st and 2nd in Division 2, recovering after his pit lane start. And I think Willem Brady has done enough here, breaking away. I think he's going to win Division 2. I hope I haven't just put the commentator's curse on him saying that. Hopefully we've got a few fans from the Netherlands watching on. Bint still holds on in the Volvo. Certainly that HVO fuel has made a difference this season, the more environmentally friendly fuel. Proven effective for Adam Bint. He's had a great season. Here's the battle for 2nd place in Division 1. Gibson, Jenkins, Brereton, O'Rourke, Taylor, Newell and Bradley Smith. 7 of them. 7 MANs. Line astern. At a gap back there is Simon Faulkner. Still learning his craft in the Iveco. Ryan Smith has cleared off. He's 8.6 seconds clear now. He's going to make it 2 wins out of 2. He's got the fastest lap as well, 58.905. Jenkins running wide there, coming out of Graham Hill Bend. He's pushing as hard as he can to try and catch Martin Gibson for second. Certainly one of the most aggressive drivers in all of truck racing, David Jenkins. His father, Tony Jenkins, was a successful truck racer before him. Used to race an American Mack, I remember. Behind him, Shane Brereton. First thing I remember seeing him race was a Volkswagen Corrado in National Hot Rods on the short ovals. Behind him, Tom O'Rourke. Got into truck racing as a sponsor through his business MV commercials. Had a huge crash at Thruxton last season as we pick up the Division 2 action. Adam Bintz still holding off Craig Reed. Now, who's got the fastest lap in Division 2? It is Craig Reed, I think. Yes, he's got the fastest lap, so he'll get the extra point there. There goes Willem Bredig. He still leads Division 2, and there you can see the gap. He's leading them by over 5 seconds. They're not going to catch Willem Bredig here. This is great from the Dutchman. He certainly is a flying Dutchman, isn't he? The Volvo F12, it's hardly state of the art. But he made the break at the start, the rest battle behind him, a bit like the way Ryan Smith has done in the second half of this race. And he's heading for a Division 2 victory. Ryan Smith, meanwhile, is heading for Division 1 victory for the second time today, as Craig Reed side by side again with Adam Bintz as he finally got the overlap here along Cooper Straits. He'll have the inside for Surtees. He's finally through, up into second in class, but there's only 30 seconds left on the clock now. Here comes Ryan Smith. Now, is it going to be checkered flag this time? I think it might. For number 1, Ryan Smith. Comes around clearways. It's going to be 2 wins out of 2, surely, for the Mercedes. He's in back marker traffic. He's got Jock Borthwick ahead of him. He's had a quiet race this time. It should be checkered flag this time. I think the clock just counting down to 0 as they come over the line. Yes, there is the checkered flag. Ryan Smith wins. And second place should be Martin Gibson. We'll wait for them to come over the line. Still the battle is on in Division 2. Brad Smith can sense a podium if he can get ahead of Adam Bintz. Martin Gibson comes over in second in Division 1. David Jenkins is third. Then Brereton, O'Rourke, Taylor, Newell and Bradley Smith as quickly as that. Simon Faulkner will be next home. Steve Thomas has caught him. That shows the speed advantage of the Division 1 trucks. Oh, Simon Faulkner pressured into a mistake on the very last corner. And Steve Thomas will take 9th place. Great shame for Simon Faulkner there. Steve Thomas will take 9th. 10th, it is Simon Faulkner. And Willem Bredig coming over the line will win the Division 2 category. Well done to the Dutchman. Well, we'll take a look at the result then. And unfortunately, Martin Gibson was disqualified from the results for exceeding the 100-mile-an-hour speed limit for these trucks. So Ryan Smith taking the win ahead of Dave Jenkins and Shane Brereton on the podium in third. That will certainly be damaging to Martin Gibson's title hopes. Tom O'Rourke fourth ahead of Mark Taylor and John Newell, with Bradley Smith next home in seventh, the young gun ahead of Steve Thomas and newcomer Simon Faulkner. Dutchman Willem Bredig taking the win in Division 2 in 10th overall ahead of Craig Reed. Then Brad Smith, Adam Bintz, Simon Cole and Jock Borthwick completing the top 15. And beyond them, Tony Smith was next home, then Craig Evans and Stephen Powell finishing a lap down.
Of British truck racing, fantastic stuff at the top of both championships. We're going to speak to Craig Reed in a second, but first of all, let's speak to our Division 2 winner. And it's a name not many of you might know, but this is Willem. Congratulations, Willem.
This is Willem. Thank you.
So for people that don't know you and haven't seen you racing in British truck racing, what are you doing over here this afternoon?
Sorry?
So we've not seen you in many other championship races,
no,
but you've joined us this afternoon.
Yes, no, yesterday we were also here. But this is the first weekend this year.
Fantastic.
Last year we were at Thruxton and we should come to Brands, but Brands was cancelled that time.
But you clearly enjoy Brands Hatch.
Yeah. It's a good circuit.
And how was the race for you?
Yeah, very good this time.
Yeah.
The last race was not so good, but this was a good race.
But
the car was very good.
When you got 8 in front, you controlled that really comfortably. You could. Craig Reed, our championship winner now, couldn't catch you. Adam Bint couldn't catch you. You were smooth as silk.
Yeah, I had a good rhythm. I gone nearly the same time every lap. So, yeah.
So you're going to enjoy your evening and come back and do the same again tomorrow?
Yeah.
William, congratulations, well done. Thank you. Right, let's have a chat with Craig Reed, who I understand, and we knew anyway, is going to be our championship winner. Here he is.
All right.
Well done, mate. I've heard on the earpiece that is officially championship, so absolutely fantastic. Now, one thing to talk about, that race there, although you've won this quite comfortably, this championship, that showed how competitive British Truck Racing is in Division 2.
Yeah, very much so. Honestly, that was, I'll be honest with you, Adam did not make it easy. He's very, very good round here. The same with Steve. And I just couldn't find a gap past him. And I had to go round the outside of him, and it was just who dare breaks, who's going to break first. And it was just, oh man, he was, to be honest with you, blew it out. I do shake his hand because he did very well, to be honest with you.
And fair play, Willem, not been with us too many times, but to win. And you couldn't, well, I think maybe it was Adam holding you back. Oh, God, have you got one of those for me? Couldn't catch him. Had a great race, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, honestly, brilliant. To be honest with you, he got some clear air, and as soon as I got past Adam, I was on the hunt then, but he was just a little too good with that red flag. But no, well done. They've done, to come over here, it's a lot of work, you know what I mean? They've done very well.
Now, this is your championship. Congratulations to you. What are you going to do tonight?
Celebrate, I think. Very, very, I'm going to have a late night. I never have a late night at truck racing because I'm too busy, being on the ball in the morning. But yeah, tonight's going to be a late one.
And people might ask, winning the championship by that many points, Division 1, in your thoughts?
Yeah, to be honest with you, we're going to have a talk with the team and the sponsors. If we can get our 3 main sponsors, as I say, Diagraph, Morris Lubricants and Guest, and OK Trucks, they've helped us massively this year. Without them, we honestly couldn't do it. And if we can come back as a 2-truck team with my brother next year, that's our plan.
Fantastic. Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow, but well done on your championship victory. Cheers, Craig. Well, my goodness me, can Ryan Smith do it? 2 races down and he's won them both with the fastest lap. It's getting tighter and tighter. There's 3 races to go. Don't go anywhere. This championship is not over yet. We'll be back after this short break.
Ready for our first race of the day, race 3 of the weekend for the British Truck Racing Championship here at Brands Hatch. Steve Thomas leads the Division 1 field away. Ryan Smith and David Jenkins, the 2 championship contenders, together on the grid. Smith going for 3 wins out of 3 this weekend. Martin Gibson, the other championship contender, lost some points when he was excluded from race 2 yesterday. They're the 3 title contenders together. Division 2 further back, headed up by Stephen Powell and Craig Evans. 2 races in 1 here at Brands Hatch. 15 minutes of racing. The pace truck pulls into pit lane. As they come up towards the grid then, the red lights will go out and the race will be underway. Red lights are on, the revs begin to rise. We are ready to rumble here at Brands Hatch with the British Truck Racing Championship. The power comes on and away they go down towards the first corner at Paddock Hill Bend. A great start from the outside. Taylor, number 81, a fine sight they make. Taylor leads around Paddock Bend for the first time. Here come Division 2 behind. Will be Stephen Powell from pole position in the number 3, who leads them into it. Jock Borthwick and Tony Smith leading on each other. They've all made it round. Up at Druids, it is Mark Taylor who leads the race outright and leads Division 1 in truck number 81. Down the hill into Graham Hill Bend he goes. Steve Thomas in second place. Shane Brereton, number 17, is in third. Now the title contenders a bit further back have got to fight their way through with the reverse grid format being used. Ryan Smith's made a good start up into 5th place there behind John Newell. So he leads the title contenders ahead of David Jenkins and Martin Gibson. They've got ahead of Tom O'Rourke in the number 86, who's made a bit of a slow start. Bradley Smith and Simon Faulkner behind them. Stephen Powell leads Division 2 as they come round to complete lap number 1 here of the Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. It will be Tom Weemark. Back, I think that was Willem Bredek who had spun, the Dutchman. Won a race yesterday in Division 2, but he'll be at the back as they come round this time. They stream their way through Paddock Bend. There you can see how the circuit drops away and then rises up again. Halewood Rise into the right-hander at Druids Hill Bend. Taylor leads it from Thomas. Shane Brereton in third. First time we've seen him racing in the UK this year. A former pickup truck racer and national hot rod racer as well. Through Graham Hill Bend they go. It's the 81 of Mark Taylor who leads the way. He hasn't had a lot of success this year as the Taylor's haulage man. John Newell in fourth place there. He's had a couple of wins. Ryan Smith, who's fought his way back up. He had endless reliability issues with his new Mercedes Actros this year. First time he's raced a Mercedes, replacing the MANs he's raced in the past. Blew its engine at Donington in mid-season at Convoy in the Park, but the new engine is working well, and he's chasing John Newell's MAN here for fourth place. He wants to get up among the leaders, so does his seemingly perennial title rival, David Jenkins, in the number 69. A big rivalry between those two over the years. Martin Gibson, the new sensation this year, hanging on behind them as Smith has a look, dives down the inside as they come up towards Halewood Hill. He's surely going to go through here into fourth place on the inside. He does so, past John Newell, and up into fourth place goes Ryan Smith. It is still Mark Taylor, number 81, who leads. Further back, Stephen Powell leads Jock Borthwick and Tony Smith in Division 2. That's for 11th overall. The slightly less powerful Division 2 trucks having their own race. Along the bottom of the circuit now at Cooper Straight, into the left at Surtees, the right at McLaren. Bradley Smith there and Simon Faulkner further back, the tail end of Division 2. It was Willem Gredick who spun on the first lap. He's running about 10 seconds down on the rest of the field. There's Division 2, Powell from Borthwick, who had a win yesterday. Tony Smith, father of Bradley, in third position. Then Simon Cole in the pink Team Hard run Mercedes, the Cole Truck Sports machine. A Mercedes Beast, as he calls it. Hasn't had a very beastly season this year, has had a few issues with that truck, and he's under fire here from the champion-elect number 68, Craig Reed in the Iveco. Then a gap back to Craig Evans and Brad Smith. Over the line they go. The lead is half a second for Taylor over Thomas. Here's your leaders through Surtees and McLaren, and Ryan Smith has caught the three leaders. He's going to have a go here at Shane Brereton for third place. Down to complete their fourth lap, and Ryan Smith has got the fastest lap of the race. It was exactly 1 minute, 1 minute .000 last time through. He's all over Shane Brereton here for fourth place. There is an extra point for fastest lap in each race. Ryan Smith wants that, as well as the 15 points for a race win, to try and take the championship lead over Dave Jenkins. They were level on points coming into this race. He hits the back of Shane Brereton there. You're not getting past me without a fight, says Shane Brereton. He's there on the inside, so Smith says, OK, I'll go around the outside instead at Druids. He nearly went off doing that yesterday, but he's got the line now for Graham Hill Bend, and he's up into third place. He doesn't even need to wait until Graham Hill Bend. He was through already on the run out of Druids. That Mercedes very quick in a straight line. He's now going to have a go at Steve Thomas for second place. Mark Taylor still leads, but how much longer? Because flying Ryan Smith is certainly flying here, and he's up into second at Surtees. Ryan Smith, the Nottinghamshire driver, will now go for the lead on the back of Mark Taylor in the 81. Thomas third, Brereton fourth, Newell fifth. David Jenkins is still back in sixth. Ryan Taylor is certainly heading for the championship lead with 2 races to go. He's up the inside of Mark Taylor, out of Clark Curve, onto the Brabham Straight. They're side by side across the line, and Smith will take the lead at Paddock Hill Bend. Through he goes on the inside, and he's done it. Beautiful driving by Ryan Smith. Now up Halewood Rise, and he'll try and put as much distance as he can between himself and the rest of the field. Shane Brereton attacking Steve Thomas for third. Then we have got John Newell. Behind him, Martin Gibson, who's got ahead of David Jenkins there. So Gibson ahead of Jenkins, that's for 6th position. I think he got him there out of paddock while we were watching the lead change. Tom O'Rourke and Bradley Smith behind them. Simon Faulkner further back in 10th place. He's being harried by the Division 2 leaders. Division 1 leaders coming through, a bit of debris flies off there. Bit of steam coming off the front wheels of David Jenkins. That's from the water-cooled brakes on these trucks. And there goes Ryan Smith with the lead. Mark Taylor still second. Brereton having a look for third on the back of Steve Thomas. As we reach halfway, 7.5 minutes to go. Tom O'Rourke barrelling up the inside there. That could have been dodgy. He's hit he's hit the side of Bradley Smith. That looked like a braking problem there, possibly for Tom O'Rourke, because he didn't seem to slow at all on the run into Druids. and he hit the side of Bradley Smith, who luckily was able to recover and didn't go flying into the barriers. Keep an eye on Tom O'Rourke there, he's kept it going. Meanwhile, Mark Taylor under fire from Steve Thomas for second place. Just having a look at the outside as they go into paddock. Then we've got Shane Brereton. Still the fight goes on for second place overall and in Division 1. Paul McCumsky is still going, he's been lapped. There's the Volvo. Oh, and problems there, you can't go 3 wide into Druids, you can't do that in cars, never mind trucks. What was that all about? Shane Brereton thinking he was still in his national hot rod there, I think, and it didn't work. He's had a chunk bit now to the front of his truck. There's contact there with Mark Taylor as well. You can see his wheel arch is hanging off. Taylor, Thomas and Brereton still the order. Let's have a look again at what's happened at Druids earlier on. Tom O'Rourke straight up the inside, misses his braking point, wallop into the side of Bradley Smith, who spins around. And luckily they were able to keep going, there they are. Meanwhile, the second place fight laps Paddy Mack in the number 99. Is he going to get his first points of the season in Division 2? I think he might. He's got 6 more minutes to survive. Mark Taylor's still second after going 3 wide into Druids. As I said, you can't do that in cars normally, never mind in trucks. Here they come up the hill, and Shane Brereton trying to go around the outside again. Steve Thomas leans in wide. They're racing these things more like minis than trucks. This is terrific stuff. Thomas holds the place in the Dines Recovery. Thomas's Nationwide Transport sponsored truck. Look at this. Battle is allowing John Newell and Martin Gibson to close up as well. Brereton has another look at Surtees. He's hit the back of Steve Thomas. Thomas will go onto the grass into clearways. Holds the place though. John Newell and Martin Gibson will have to be careful here, because if these two ahead of them tangle, they might get taken out as well. And that's the last thing Martin Gibson needs when he's fighting for the championship. He had a few problems in qualifying yesterday. He nearly didn't make the start of race 1. Meantime, here's Division 2. I'm busy concentrating on the fight in Division 1, and Division 2 is still led by Stephen Powell. Craig Reed having a look up the inside, still can't get past Jock Borthwick. He's about to though, I think. But Borthwick will have the inside for Clearways. Holds that second place ahead of the champion-elect in truck number 68. Great season for Craig Reed, his highlight being 5 wins out of 5 for a maximum score at Snetterton. Behind them in 4th in class is Tony Smith, number 45. Then it's Brad Smith in the number 16. Great fight going on here between these two. As a look at the outside, Craig Reed trying to do a Shane Brereton on the run into Druids. This is for 12th overall, and again Borthwick leans in wide. Meanwhile, this battle for second still goes on. Over the line, Smith ahead of Taylor. Taylor's actually pulled away a little bit on that lap. He's a couple of seconds up on Steve Thomas, so whether there's been further contact in there, I'm not sure. Brereton is next, then Newell, Gibson, and there's David Jenkins, and he's trying to close up on this fight ahead, but his lap times are still a few tenths off those ahead of him, so whether Jenkins picked up a bit of damage, I'm not sure. Martin Gibson all over the tail of the number 18 of John Newell now in the blue truck. The man from South Yorkshire, number 18, runs a container and tanker lorry business. Martin Gibson in the GT Tyres MAN, does a lot of testing and development work for GT Tyres. Races in the Fun Cup Endurance Car Racing Championship as well. He's all over John Newell here. This is allowing Thomas and Brereton to get away slightly. Less than 2 minutes on the clock now for Ryan Smith, who's done a 58.9, so he's got the fastest lap of the race. There's the 4th place fight now. Steve Thomas getting away a little. There's the leader. Ryan Smith has lapped Willem Bredick. Still Martin Gibson. Now he's going to have a look up the inside here. Shane Brereton to the inside. John Newell goes to the outside on Brereton. That's a brave move around Druids. Is he going to get the place away? No, he runs too wide on the exit there. He won't get the line. Oh, yes, he will. Shane Brereton's got a problem. They go either side of him there, down Graham Hill. Brereton's in trouble. The 17 truck slowing. Whether it's a legacy of that contact earlier on, I'm not sure, but Shane Brereton clearly all is not well with the number 17. He's slowing down. He'll try and keep going to the finish. There's only 1 minute left on the clock, so he'll try and get round the last lap, which is about to start now for Ryan Smith. Yeah, he's just gone through over the line. So we're on the last lap of the race now for the British Truck Racing Championship. 2 more races to come for them later on. It's still Mark Taylor second, Steve Thomas third. So a couple of our championship contenders not where they want to be, only down in 5th and 6th, Gibson and Jenkins. It's all playing into the hands of this man. Ryan Smith is going to make it 3 out of 3 and is going to pull away at the top of the championship. David Jenkins, who was in joint lead of the championship coming into this, is going to drop away because Smith's out on his own. He's over 7 seconds clear. He's lapped Willem Bredick there, the Dutchman. Mark Taylor holding on in 2nd place in the 81. That's going to be a good result for him. Best result for some time for Mark Taylor. Work out the points, of course, after the race, but the checkered flag is going to be ready for the man in number 1, looking for 6 titles in a row in Division 1. It's a hat-trick of wins this weekend for flying Ryan Smith in the number 1 Mercedes, takes the win. Rest of the pack comes home over the line. 2nd is going to go to Mark Taylor. Good drive by him in his MAN. There's still battling going on in Division 2. Craig Reed has pulled away from this fight further back. 3rd for Steve Thomas. 4th is John Newell. Martin Gibson 5th. Jenkins 6th. Tom O'Rourke is 7th. We have lost Shane Brereton. He's pulled into the pits. Paul McCumsky could, I hope he doesn't get in the way here of this Division 2 battle. Simon Cole's had some contact now. The front bumper hanging off the Mercedes. Here comes the Division 2 pack over the line. It's going to be a win in Division 2 for Stephen Powell. Craig Reed came close to catching him though. There's only a few truck lengths between the two of them. Powell wins, Reed 2nd, and the battle for 3rd is going to go right to the line. Jock Borthwick is just going to hold off Brad Smith. A charge from him in the latter stages there. And we will confirm the provisional results, and I'll do some mathematics to work out what the point situation is in Division 1. So Ryan Smith the winner by 8 seconds ahead of Mark Taylor in the end. 3rd place for Steve Thomas. John Newell taking 4th ahead of Martin Gibson, with David Jenkins 6th. Gibson and Jenkins losing ground to Ryan Smith in the points race. Tom O'Rourke 7th ahead of Bradley Smith, and Simon Faulkner the final finisher in Division 1. Stephen Powell gets his first Division 2 win of the weekend ahead of Craig Reed, with Jock Borthwick holding off a late charge from Brad Smith for 3rd. Craig Evans was next home. Tony Smith, I think he was delayed on the final corner there in a tangle with Simon Cole, who ended up in the gravel, so he won't be classified in the results. Willem Bredick is next home, and Paul McCumsky gets his first race finish of the season. Well done, Paddy Mack. We of course lost Shane Brereton into the pits.
So back in Parc Fermé after the first race of Sunday here at Brands Hatch. Ryan Smith, fantastic result, but we almost didn't make it.
We almost didn't make it, and I said what's meant to be is meant to be. So I lost all power in my cab, so I had no brake waters, no air, nothing, and I only communication, I could hear Arnie, but I couldn't speak to him, and I could smell brakes. So I knew they were over 800, and I thought this is bad. So I went into paddock, pressed brakes, and I had no brakes. So downshift, and managed it. And them 9 minutes was probably the longest 9 minutes of my life. But listen, race win, very important.
Yeah.
Fair play to my team. All the drivers out there was clean, no contact.
It was a great race to watch as well.
Yeah.
Lots of moving around, but no issues.
Big spectators,
Loads
best I've ever seen here, by the way.
Thousands.
So we'll put on a show. We'll try his best. I'm delighted with that one.
Well, we're delighted for you as well, Ryan. Well done for nursing it round.
Ready for race 4 of the weekend then for the British Truck Racing Championship, the penultimate race of the season for the big rigs here at Brands Hatch. Tom O'Rourke and David Jenkins on the front row for Division 1. Willem Bredick leads Division 2 round. 3 different winners in Division 2 so far. Ryan Smith going for 4 wins out of 4 in Division 1. David Jenkins could be the favourite here, going from the outside. The Digraph Transport, Morris Lubricants, MAN. This will be a 15-minute race. Let's hope they all get round Paddock Hill Bend okay for the first time. The revs begin to rise. The pack is unleashed, and off they go down towards Paddock Hill Bend. Race 4 of the weekend for the big rigs. Into Paddock Hill Bend they go. Tom O'Rourke has the lead. Looks like Division 1 are all round okay. Superb stuff from the more powerful machines up towards Druids they go. It is Tom O'Rourke who's got the lead from David Jenkins and Martin Gibson. Willem Bredick leads Division 2 into paddock. Swing their way through Druids for the first time. So it is Tom O'Rourke who leads from Jenkins, Gibson and Newell. Steve Thomas going a bit wide onto the grass there, side by side with Mark Taylor. Still side by side as they head through Surtees and McLaren. This is going to be interesting. Thomas has got the inside, but look who's behind them. Ryan Smith in the number 1. He wants another victory to extend his championship lead, going for 6 titles in a row. His title rivals out in front of him at the moment in second and third, so the gap will close between Smith and Jenkins. I think it's going to go down to the last race between those two. Tom O'Rourke leads through Paddock Hill Bend. There's Gibson in third place behind Jenkins. John Newell's MAN is fourth. MAN's dominating the places at the moment. Ryan Smith, the first non-MAN, in sixth position. But he's up the inside there as Steve Thomas takes the place away. He's already got past Mark Taylor as well. Brereton behind them, then Bradley Smith and Simon Faulkner. Willem Bredick has held his lead in Division 2. And up the inside there, coming out of Graham Hill Bend, David Jenkins takes the lead in Division 1. Jenkins will try to put as much clean air between himself and the rest of the pack as they can, because he knows Ryan Smith will be trying his hardest to come through. Division 2 is led by Willem Bredick ahead of Brad Smith and Tony Smith. Craig Reed, Borthwick, Cole, Stephen Powell is in there as well. Bredick just with the lead as they come through Clearways there. There's Cole, and that's where he ended up in the gravel at Clearways in the earlier race. Craig Reed having a go at Tony Smith, number 45 for third. He used to race a Sisu Finnish-built truck in Division 2, now in an Iveco. Over the line they go. Reed up the inside as they go into Druids. Oh, there's a bit of contact there between the two of them. Takes Tony Smith out wide. He keeps his foot in. He'll lose the place, I think, to Craig Reed. Down the hill they go. There's damage to the front of Reed's truck as a result of that. You can see the bumper hanging off there. Got a lot of front bumpers damaged this weekend. You can tell it's the last weekend of the season, can't you? Fireworks on and off track here at Brands Hatch this weekend. I hope that doesn't get caught up in his front axle, Craig Reed. He's had 3 second places so far. The smoke there as it rubs against the tyre. That could be bad news for Craig Reed. He may have to call in to have that removed. Jenkins leads the way in truck number 69. Second is Martin Gibson. O'Rourke has gone down to third place. Ryan Smith up the inside takes fourth from John Newell. And behind them it is Steve Thomas. So while we were watching the Division 2 fight, Martin Gibson has got up into second place. Ryan Smith had a look there at Sir Graham Hill Bend. He didn't manage to get through though. Through Surtees and McLaren. Bit of damage on the back of Tom O'Rourke's truck there, the pole sitter for this race. He's got Ryan Smith on his tail. Is Flying Ryan's unbeaten run in Division 1 this weekend about to come to an end? Can he catch his arch rival David Jenkins, who leads the way? Jenkins needs a win here to keep his championship hopes alive. There's 6 points between them in the points. It's 15 for a win, 14 for second, 13 for third, and so on downwards. Let's look up the inside here. Ryan Smith trying to take third place. Martin Gibson sideways into Druids there. Smith up the inside takes O'Rourke for third place. If it stays like it is now, there'll be 4 points between the two of them in Division 1. And that would lead Jenkins needing another win. We've got a red flag. Somebody's off somewhere. I heard a lot of tyre squeals somewhere in the background. The red flags have come out. Now, who has gone off? I'll try and pick up in a moment. I would imagine it's a Division 2 truck. Oh, it's Craig Reed. Look at that. He's gone straight on at Druids. Now, that'll be that damage to the front bumper. I said I hope it didn't get caught up in his front axle. That's probably what has happened. It's probably jammed his steering. And he's gone into the tyre wall there at Druids quite heavily. Goodness me. The tyre wall, though, you can see has done its job. It has stopped the truck and stopped it from going any further towards the banking there. So the red flag is out. Craig Reed has crashed out. The red flag came out with about 11 minutes left on the clock there, so we're going to wait to see what's going to happen. There's Tony Smith, number 45 in his Iveco. Trucks will return to the grid. Oh, there's another one off as well. So that's Shane Brereton. We've got 2 trucks off. That's both at Druids. Now, does that mean there's... I can see some fluid down on the track there. So one of those trucks has deposited some fluid on the track at Druids. And the other one has gone off on it. We didn't see which one it was, unfortunately, because we were watching the lead battle. Well, there is the man who was leading. He won't be too happy to see a red flag, David Jenkins. Let's see if we can see what happened there. The fluid may have already been down, because we see Martin Gibson sliding there. Tom O'Rourke's locked up as well, so whatever fluid was on the track is already down there. I presume that's from Craig Reed's truck. Yeah, we see bits of debris on the left there, so he must have already gone off there. You can see everybody sliding at Druids. There's clearly either fluid or oil or coolant down at Druids. There's Simon Faulkner going through. Shane Brereton then goes straight on into the gravel. He was caught out by that fluid. And there's already bits of debris down. Now, has Craig Reed already gone in there? No, there he is. There's Craig Reed, and he just goes straight on. So that's what happened. We didn't see the impact there, unfortunately, but thankfully the drivers are okay, and the tyre wall did its job. So there's the reason for the incident. Fluid down on the entry to Druids. And there's Craig Reed in the tyre wall.
We joined Dave, come on in. So we joined Dave Jenkins and his lovely other half here down in Parc Ferme after what we've just witnessed as a very interesting decision here at Brands Hatch, where the race has been called closed. We've got Craig Reed in the gravel, we've got Shane Brereton in the gravel. But now, Dave Jenkins, you were leading that race for a good couple of laps. So if the race result stands, even if we go back a lap, that still puts you as first place.
I don't know whether they'll let the results stand, whether enough of the race has gone, and then it'll all be about whether they restart this race at the end of the day and then don't let the last championship round run. So at the moment we had scintillating pace, great start. The boys have just worked a miracle with the truck. We were singing I Need a Miracle at lunchtime and they've worked one. The truck is absolutely, we've just gone round here faster than Ryan Smith could probably dream of going round here.
You were absolutely
so we're
flying
on the job.
Around that track.
Yeah.
Loads of cheering going on the banks as well. So I mean, hopefully that race result stands. If it does, congratulations. If it doesn't, better luck next time.
We just need another 10 more laps of that, didn't we then? But I can only imagine that if we only have one more championship race left at the end of the today, it'll be those starting positions, won't it? So let's just wait and see what goes on. But it's been a great year. We fought as hard as we could fought, and if today's not our day, then today's not our day. But we'll be back out fighting later.
Thank you. And do you think he'll do it?
Of course he will.
Of course he will. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Jenkins, thank you very much for joining us.
Well, I can tell you, despite the red flag, a result has been declared after 3 laps, and championship points will count. It's a win for David Jenkins, Ryan Smith having to settle for 5th place, Tom O'Rourke in 2nd ahead of Martin Gibson and John Newell. So the championship saga takes another twist. Steve Thomas in 6th place ahead of Mark Taylor, Bradley Smith and Simon Faulkner. Another win in Division 2 for Willem Bredick, an impressive overseas guest this weekend in 10th overall ahead of Brad and Tony Smith. Then Simon Cole, Jock Borthwick and Stephen Powell completing the top 15. The other finishers, Craig Evans and Paul McCumsky, while Shane Brereton and Craig Reed not classified due to the red flag.
So plenty going on here at Thruxton, and there is more to come, more action, more racing, more wire to wire. Who is going to take this championship on the final day? Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
Time for the championship showdown then in the British Truck Racing Championship here at Brands Hatch. Will it be Ryan Smith? Will it be David Jenkins? Smith's had 3 wins this weekend, Jenkins has had 1. It's Mark Taylor and Steve Thomas on the front row for Division 1. Craig Evans and Stephen Powell head up Division 2. The last truck race of the season about to get underway on the Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. 15 minutes of racing. 2 drivers in contention in Division 1. 1 champion about to be decided. Up towards the red lights they come. The power about to come on. The lights go out, let's get ready to rumble. A rocket start for John Newell. He's got in front of Ryan Smith, and look at Jenkins up the inside. He clips the barrier there. I thought he was going to do that on the first corner. He just charges past Martin Gibson, and he's right behind Ryan Smith. He needs to get in front of him. Gibson's off, there's somebody else off as well. Tom O'Rourke ploughing through the gravel, and here comes Ryan Smith. Now Ryan's not going to hang about, nor is David Jenkins. They're going to do everything they can to get those 2 trucks through towards the front of the field. There they are. Smith versus Jenkins down towards Graham Hill Bend. Jenkins just gives Smith a quick tap to let him know he's there. Battle is joined, but it's Mark Taylor who's got the lead of the race. Steve Thomas in second place. Jenkins ready having a look. There's debris been thrown everywhere there on Graham Hill Bend. We're underway around the first lap. Those 2 trucks that went off further back have got out of the gravel, and Jenkins hits the back of Smith. Here we go, battle is joined. 3rd and 4th at the moment. Ryan Smith is in front. If it stays like this, then if Smith finishes ahead of Jenkins, he will take the title. Jenkins needs to finish 2 places ahead of the Mercedes Actros to guarantee himself the title. He's ready to attack there as they go into Paddock Bend, but there isn't room this time. It's Mark Taylor, number 81, who leads the race ahead of Steve Thomas. Division 2 is being led by Stephen Powell. Smith up the outside. They're attacking Steve Thomas. Round the outside goes Smith. He'll get second place as they come down towards Graham Hill Bend here. Jenkins will probably try and fire up the inside as well. Yep, just let Steve Thomas know he's there. Thomas doesn't give way though. The drivers are well in this as well. They want race wins as well. That's a bit of foam barrier there. So, John Newell's gone off as a result of that. Shane Brereton might have had something to do with that as well, I think, as Smith goes to the outside of Taylor. He'll try and out-drag him on the straight here, and Jenkins is stuck in behind Steve Thomas, and Dave Jenkins is going to be getting fired up and angry here. The showdown is on Ryan Smith around the outside. He takes the lead ahead of Mark Taylor, and now this is going to send Jenkins into battle stations. He's going to be ready to attack. Look out, Steve Thomas and Mark Taylor. Just hope that they keep it clean and things don't boil over here. They know there is an intense rivalry between Ryan Smith and David Jenkins. There has been for several years. Is it going to be 6 in a row for Ryan Smith? It's all working in the favour of the Mercedes man at the moment, and Steve Thomas not giving way there. You're not getting through without a fight, says the Birmingham driver. Yes, I am, says David Jenkins. He goes through into 3rd place. Now he's going to get Mark Taylor out of his way and try to attack Ryan Smith for the lead. We've seen how quick this Mercedes is this weekend. Jenkins attacks into Surtees. He'll try and go around the outside onto the straight, I think. 3 minutes gone, 12 to go. Here comes Jenks around the outside. Doesn't quite get the line away there, and Thomas is not finished yet either. Division 2, meanwhile, is being led by Stephen Powell, ahead of Simon Cole in the Mercedes, I think. That's in a moment. It's Powell ahead of Cole and Brad Smith. Around the outside goes Jenkins. He doesn't get past Mark Taylor this time. Half an hour in Division 2 as well. Of course, they've got their own race going on further back, but Ryan Smith is checking out at the front. He needs to make up as much ground as possible. David Jenkins knows he has got to get ahead of Ryan Smith. If they finish 1 place apart, if Jenkins finishes 1 spot ahead of Smith, it comes down to the fastest lap, and Ryan Smith's got that at the moment. There's Division 2. Craig Reed's got past Brad Smith. That's for 3rd in that division. That's the battle for the lead of Division 2. Tony Smith, Dylan Bradick and Craig Evans, and Mark Taylor on the grass. Now, was there contact there? Taylor's going to slide back on. He's going to take Jenkins out. Wallop into the side of him. That's decided it. That has surely decided it. Smash into them goes Steve Thomas. Now, was there contact there as they came into Surtees that put Taylor onto the grass in the first place? Because if there was, Taylor came straight back on and he smashed clean through the side of David Jenkins. That's it. It's all over. It's all over for the championship now, surely. David Jenkins is going to be out of the race. steering, I think, is broken on the 69 truck, and that means that Ryan Smith is the champion. He's trying to keep going, but he's surely going to have to pull into the pits there, David Jenkins. He's not going to. David Jenkins is furious. That could have ended a heck of a lot worse there. That was a big impact. David Jenkins in what's left of his MAN continues. Let's have a look at that again. He muscled his way up the inside of Mark Taylor, put him onto the grass. Mark couldn't steer out of it. He's on a collision course and smash. Takes them both out. Steve Thomas has his race ruined as well, and that has just decided the British Truck Racing Championship. The crowd can't believe it. David Jenkins, how is he still going? Look at the state of that MAN. Look at the debris everywhere on Cooper Straight. That's bits of foam barrier. Mark Taylor's still going as well, amazingly. There's debris everywhere. Like the truck races of old back in the 80s. Ryan Smith's out in front. He won't know what's gone on behind him because he's leading by nearly 10 seconds in this. Jenkins is in an absolute rage, and he's just throwing that MAN around regardless of how many bits have fallen off it. Where is he in the race order as he comes over the line? He's in, let's have a look, 17th place. He's at the back of the field in 17th place. There's Mark Taylor in what's left of the number 81 MAN. Martin Gibson is out of the race, incidentally. He's pulled into the pits after going off on the first lap. Okay, well, let's have a look at the battle in Division 2. Through the sea of foam there on Cooper Straight, it's Stephen Powell that still leads Division 2. He's up into 7th overall, with the midfield in Division 1 having self-destructed. Simon Cole second and Craig Reed in third. That's Steve Thomas who's got going again as well, and he's attacking the Division 2 runners now. Great, they're going. Nobody's going to finish this. Well, the race order in Division 1 is Ryan Smith leading by 10 seconds. John Newell is second and Shane Brereton third. Bradley Smith's up into fourth and Simon Faulkner, the newcomer, is fifth. Stephen Powell leads Division 2 as we're watching now. Mark Taylor's still going strong. It just proves, even after a big smash like that, they only really suffer cosmetic damage. You just, as Charlie Cox said when he commentated on touring cars, you couldn't kill them with a stick, could you? You just cannot stop these trucks, no matter what you hit them with. Simon Cole, not many trucks that have got their front bodywork left intact by now. Simon Cole second in Division 2, ahead of Craig Reed. Then in fourth in Division 2 is Brad Smith, Tony Smith fifth, then Willem Bredick. There goes Flying Ryan. Leading trouble early season, to say the least, with the new Mercedes Actros. Just 5 minutes away from another time. Here's the fight for the lead in Division 2, and Simon Cole is not giving up yet. He wants a first win of the season for the Mercedes Beast, Pink Machine. Steve Thomas and Mark Taylor, look at the state of their MANs. I don't know how they're still going, nor David Jenkins. There he is in the background, a cavalry charge from the back. Stephen Powell still leads Division 2. Be nice for Simon Cole to take a win here, the other local man. Well, he said that John Powell would be coming out in the 32 truck. We haven't seen him yet. He is at the back of the field in Jock Borthwick's truck. And here comes Cole down the outside in the Mercedes, having a go for the lead here on the back of Steve Powell. But Powell's got the inside to paddock, Ben holds the lead. Then it's Reed and Brad Smith. There's David Jenkins behind them. Further back we've got Tony Smith, Willem Bredick, Craig Evans and John Powell. Simon Cole really wants his first win of the season here. Craig Reed has already secured that title, as we mentioned earlier. And Cole to the inside down Graham Hill Bend. Can he get the overlap? No, he has to lock up there as Stephen Powell turns in. You can tell it's the last race of the season, can't you? What a wonderful season we have had in British truck racing this year. Nice sideways moment from Willem Bredick there in the background. He's had a great weekend. He was the winner of Division 2 earlier on. 2 wins for the Dutchman this weekend. Here comes Dave Jenkins. Let's see how he deals with some Division 2 opposition here. So in their own race, they won't want to let Dave Jenkins by, because they might risk losing places themselves in their own battle if they let the 69 truck through. on the outside of Brad Smith. He's not giving him room there, look. If you want to get involved in our battle in the overall race, says Brad Smith, you can fight with us. Simon Cole still trying his hardest. Can he get the run out of Graham Hill Bend this time? He goes to the left-hand side of Druids to set himself up, but no. Down the hill to the left-hander. Powell still leads. Oh, and Mark Taylor on the grass again there as he tries to attack Simon Fulton at 5th place. Simon's loving this, being up there battling with Steve Thomas as well. Thomas has just got that place back again, up into 6th position in Division 1. So Tom O'Rourke's already gone through. There's Bradley Smith in 4th place in Division 1 for his best ever results. Here comes the Division 2 battle, and still Brad Smith is not giving David Jenkins room here. Well, it's a battle for overall position. He doesn't have to let the Division 1 trucks through. He's got every right to defend that position. There's bits of bodywork falling off the MAN everywhere. Side by side again for the lead in Division 2. David Jenkins getting frustrated again. Crowd are absolutely loving this. Those who have not been to truck racing before probably don't even know what to make of this race. Look at Jenkins, he's all over, he's practically pushing Brad Smith. Brad is an experienced racer in the DAF, the Unity Recovery and Midland Caliper Centre sponsored truck, putting up a stubborn resistance here. And also is Stephen Powell, because Simon Cole is determined to get the Mercedes Beast ahead of him. 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock for Ryan Smith. He's 14.5 seconds ahead now. He is heading for a 6th consecutive Division 1 championship. Well, the championship was decided when Mark Taylor collided with David Jenkins, who finally gets the inside line away and will move past Brad Smith. But there's less than a minute on the clock. We are coming through to start the last lap of the season. There's the battle for 2nd place. Down Paddock Hill Bend he goes. Well, he'd written off his own season midway through with the myriad problems, including a blown engine at Donington with the new Hungarian-built Mercedes Actros. He was ready to give up a challenge for another title in Britain, but he fought. He got the parts he needed. He fought his way back up over the last couple of events at Snetterton and Pembrey. He battled against adversity, and now he is coming in for another title. Even his own team were unsure in the middle stages of the season, but you can never write this man off. And after a stunning fight back over the latter part of the 2021 season, the man from Mansfield in Nottinghamshire comes out of Clark Curve for the final turn. Fly-in, Ryan Smith comes up towards the checkered flag. It's 6 of the best for Ryan Smith, 6 titles in a row. He does it again. Here's the battle for 2nd place out of the final corner. John Newell coming up towards the line to take his best finish of the weekend in 6th place. And 3rd for Shane Brereton. Great fight between those two. Bradley Smith, an amazing 4th place. He'll be overjoyed with that. And they're still fighting away in Division 2. Craig Reed's got past Simon Cole. It's 4 of them for the lead in Division 2 coming into the final corner of the season. Will it be Stephen Powell? Will it be the champion Craig Reed? David Jenkins did eventually manage to get past all of them. Cole goes out wide to try and get a run at the line. I don't think he'll do it. Here they come up towards the line. Is it going to be Powell or Reed? Reed pulls out. They're going to cross the line side by side, but the local lad gets there. Stephen Powell wins it in Division 2. Reed 2nd, Cole 3rd, and Brad Smith 4th. A round of applause, much deserved from the crowd. What an end to the season. Congratulations, fly-in Ryan Smith, 6 of the best. Who could have said that midway through the season? He'd even written off his own chances after the teething problems with the new Merc. And now we have to say a big thank you to our volunteer marshals, because there's a heck of a lot of debris out there to pick up. Right, we'll confirm the provisional results then as Ryan Smith pulls up to celebrate. Ryan Smith the winner by 15.5 seconds at the end of that one, ahead of John Newell and Shane Brereton. Brilliant for Bradley Smith in 4th place, well done to him. Tom O'Rourke 5th, ahead of Steve Thomas and Mark Taylor in the remains of their trucks after that collision at Clearways. Simon Faulkner 8th, David Jenkins did fight back for 9th. Obviously his championship hopes ended by that collision. Stephen Powell just holding on by a couple of tenths of a second ahead of Craig Reed to win Division 2. Craig Reed takes the championship. Simon Cole in 3rd ahead of Brad Smith, Tony Smith and Willem Bredick 6th in Division 2. The final finisher behind them was Craig Evans, because John Powell pulled off into the pits a couple of laps from home in Jock Borthwick's truck, and we lost Martin Gibson early on. Well, I was exhausted just watching that. The celebrations begin for Ryan Smith and his crew.
If I can just pull you over. Thank you very much. Ryan, congratulations, well done, absolutely smashed it. We went into that last race just 1 point ahead, and regardless of what happened behind you, you were well ahead the entire time.
You know, I'm lost for words because I've won it 5 years, and this one you'd think, oh, is it any more special than the others? Yeah, because of the circumstances. New brand, Mercedes. I think first time it's won a championship for many, many years. Last night at 6 o'clock, Keith Sims, Northside Truck and Bus Mercedes, had 3 sets of discs that nobody had in the paddock on a courier and was in his hotel room at 9:30. People don't see what go behind the scenes. We've beat Works engines. Everybody's got a Works engine. We're running his own, and I have to give credit to Ruud Visser in Holland for developing his engine with us. All my sponsors, they know who they are. I'll name them all later on on social media.
They're available on the website.
But most of all, I get a lot of credit.
Yeah.
The truck gets a lot of credit. The credit really has to go to my team. Arnie.
Where are they? Where are they hiding? Is Arnie still about somewhere?
Arnie, Billy, the data guy, my brother Richard, who drives, organises, Julie Thomas, who comes and cooks for us, you know, Sean, the data guy, there's people behind the scenes
Richard,
that people
Arnie.
don't see. So
Come on in, guys.
this is a special moment for us.
It is, it really is. 6 times, congratulations, and no question marks at the end of it either as well. It really was your win this evening.
It was all against us, but do you know what? We like Wayne Easton, we spoke to him, Paul Rivette, we spoke to him, Paul Garrett, with people, do what you're doing on the track and don't worry about off the track. And we did, and I calmed down, and you know, the interview, but we move forward from it and we grow as a team, and you know what, that was special to me. That was because I just thought the first one, nobody will ever take it away from you, but after the build up, the engine blow up and all the upstairs stuff, what I'm not going into ever again, we did it, and we did it as a team. So all the team, the sponsors, Northside Truck and Bus, all my team, they deserve every credit. Partick Motor Spares,
lots. The list goes on.
The list goes on. People Solution. Sam taught me trucks there, so I can see it. But honestly,
whoever made the air today, thank you to them as well.
The 15 minutes in that race, I heard more noises. Oh. If you'd have been in the cab with me, you say, hey, maybe you're a schizophrenic, Ryan.
We could hear some noises from the podiums as well.
I could hear in Arnie's voice that he was nervous. He was making me worse. I thought, I'm not talking back. So, honestly, thanks to Truck Sport, who've put an amazing event on, all the crowd, people watching at home, and my wife for putting up with me as well. She needs credit, but honestly, delighted, but the team need the credit.
Well, we started on a high, 5-time reigning champion. We lost it a little bit there in the middle, emotionally, practically, but what a comeback. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Smith, 2021 Division 1 champion. Thank you very much, sir. Well done to you.
Well, that just about wraps up the British Truck Racing Championship for 2021. What an amazing and spectacular season it has been. Congratulations indeed to our 2 champions, Craig Reed with his first Division 2 title and Ryan Smith an incredible 6 Division 1 titles in a row. Thanks very much indeed for watching, everyone. We'll see you again soon on Full Throttle. Bye for now.